What's going on, YouTube? Welcome back to the MaddenBallerz YouTube channel and the Cleveland Browns franchise in Madden 16 on the PS4. We've got the full preseason schedule up today in this video. A few highlights from every game before we get started here, or while we get started here. As you see, Robert Griffin III, still the starting quarterback in this franchise for the Washington Redskins. I said in my announcement I was playing with Charter 04 sliders, which I am, but not in this game right here. I did some more testing. I wasn't happy with them. I went back to some other ones I had previously tried and tried those out for the first couple games here in the preseason. And this first game against Washington went pretty good, as you'll see in the final score. Washington here, though, went down the field and scored here. Griffin to Pierre Garçon for the 34-yard touchdown, and the Redskins get on the board first. And we have a quarterback controversy. Well, not a controversy, but a battle for the starting position. Johnny Manziel and Josh McCown. And Manziel is going to get the first tryout with the starters, and he's going to hand off here on 3rd and 2 to Terrence West. And West is going to take it all the way to the house, 72 yards. And this game's all tied up at 7. So, I was using a different set other than Charter 04 sliders, and they seem to work pretty good here. You see Dante Whitner get the tackle or the sack on RG3 there. Manziel on 2nd down here is going to go down sacked. Crowell missed the block there on the middle linebacker. And on 3rd down, the right tackle is going to lose his block. John Greco did not block well there, and Manziel goes down again. Later in the first, Griffin and the Redskins had the ball in the red zone, but RG3 going down. Paul Kruger going to get the sack on Robert Griffin III. They would pick up a field goal. We get the ball back. Manziel on 3rd and 8. His pass would be off the mark here. And 3rd down in the second quarter here. Manziel going to fire, and this pass off the mark just a bit, but a flag comes in. We get some defensive pass interference there. 3rd down here in the second quarter, and Manziel's pass is dropped by Rob Hausler. Now the backups are in here in the second quarter. I had Manziel play a little later, I think. Over here, Kirksey's going to get a tip pass. He's going to tip the pass and intercept it. 2nd down here as we are close to the end zone here. And Melee almost comes up with the touchdown, but it's knocked away. 2nd and 2. Josh McCown in, and he's going to pass it off to Duke Johnson, who's going to run it in for the touchdown. And the Cleveland Browns take the lead. 17-10 now here late in the second. And Justin Gilbert's going to get that interception for us. And it's a 17-10 game at halftime. Cleveland on top as we move to the second half here. And we have the ball in Washington territory. McCown going to dump it off to Travis Benjamin. Gets around that defender and inside the 20. 3rd and goal now from the 11. And McCown, he's going to have some time here. He's going to fire, and it's caught by Melee for the touchdown. And the Browns take a 24-10 lead. Redskins, Colt McCoy take over, and he's going deep, and he's going to find his tight end Paul for the reception. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to Reed, and Reed going to make a nice move there and pick up the 1st down. Later in the 4th quarter, we go McCoy and the Redskins inside the 30, and he's going to find his receiver on the sideline there down to the 10. And they'll have 1st and goal, and they'll hand it off to Hill. He will do the rest, and he'll find the end zone. And the Redskins add a 2-point conversion, but that's as close as they get. Cleveland's going to take this one 24-21. So overall, a pretty good game. And we have our first round of cuts here. We have to cut 4. We cut a tight end here, Charlie Hewitt. Wide receiver, Josh Lenz. And wide receiver, Kevin Cohn gets cut. And finally, Cornerback Robert Nelson will be cut as well. And we will move on to preseason week 2. Also at home against the Buffalo Bills. Rex Ryan and the Buffalo Bills coming into Cleveland to take on the Cleveland Browns. And Josh McCown's going to get the start in this game with the starters. That will give Johnny Manziel some time with the second stringers. McCown here on 2nd and 15 is going to dump it off here to Terrence West, who also gets the start. We have a battle for the starting running back position between Crowell and West. And here you see McCown on 3rd and 7 is going to throw a pick, and it turns into a pick 6. Buffalo takes that one back to the house, and they have the lead. Later in the first, E.J. Manuel and the Buffalo offense out there for the first time, and Manuel, first pass is going to be picked off by Dante Whitner. And this is the problem I ran into in this game with these sliders. Too many turnovers. You don't want to even know how many turnovers there were in this game. I believe there was 5 or 6 turnovers in the first quarter in this game. And I didn't want to restart these preseason games, so I've basically gone and taken the preseason as Dwayne Bowe gets a touchdown there from Josh McCown to tie this game up at 7 apiece. I've taken the preseason games and used it as a way to test sliders. And you'll see here when I moved to preseason week 4, I've moved back to Charter 04's all Madden sliders. The ones that are in these first 2 games are all pro sliders. And I really just didn't get a test of the offense on the computer side. They weren't really doing much. And it was more they were getting points because of turnovers in the games. Like this game I had maybe, between the 2 teams, we had 12 or 13 interceptions in this game. Seriously, the interceptions just kept happening and happening and happening as we have 1st and goal here. And look at this tip pass in the end zone, and it's picked off. Manziel will eventually get this guy down. Still tied at 7. Manziel going to hand it off to Crowell, and he's going to get a nice run to the outside here. This one's going to go for 23. 1st and 10 from the 29, and Manziel going deep and finding Brian Hartline. He's been a good guy in the preseason here, making catches and hanging on. And we'll cap it off here maybe. Oh, Manziel misses a wide open tight end there in the end zone. 2nd and goal, and I believe we go right to the run. A pitch out to Crowell. He finds the end zone, and we take a 14-7 lead here. 2 minutes to go in the half. And Fred Jackson going to get a nice run here. Break a tackle. He's out past midfield, finally taken down. That one's a gain of 38, I believe. And we head to halftime up 14-10. Not much going on here in the second half. This is where a lot of interceptions also happened here. And it kind of made us run the score up a bit, as you'll see here in a minute. Manziel on 1st down will hand off to Crowell. And Crowell with another nice run down the sideline here. Nice spin move, getting inside the 25. And we would tack on a field goal. 3rd and 7 for the Bills. And the Cleveland defense going to get that sack on Matt Castle. We get the ball back here later in the 3rd. Manziel throwing this one up. And Brian Hartline coming up with another catch down the field. And here on 3rd and 12, Manziel is going to fire, and that one's over the head of Hartline, incomplete. And we would tack on another field goal here. And we will name our starter here in the 3rd preseason game. You'll find out. And here's another tip pass picked off by Poyer. This one's going to be returned all the way to the house for a touchdown. And we take a 27-10 lead. This game almost over with here, as we have this pass intercepted. And that would do it for all the interceptions. It's finally over. We take it 41-13. And after this, we move to Charter 04's All Madden Sliders. But first, we cut 5 more players. QB Thad Lewis, you will be gone. Running back Sean Drotten, you are gone as well. Up next, left in Billy Wynn. You are released, sir. And middle linebacker Darius Eubanks, you are released. And right outside linebacker Scott Solomon, you are gone as well. And we move to the third preseason game, which got cut off because of my stupid recording software. They still haven't fixed that. So we're in the third quarter. Manziel's in there, and Manziel is the starter. We had him play 3 quarters in this game. So we have decided on Johnny Manziel to be the starting quarterback for the Cleveland Browns. And Josh McCown will back him up, and we will also keep Connor Shaw as the third stringer there, as we're on all Madden sliders here, and Tampa Bay, you can see, dominating this game. Our defense was just not with it in this game. They were up 20-3 at halftime, and they're up 27-3 now, and Hartline cannot come up with this catch. And let's see here, Manziel on 3rd and 20. Gonna go deep here, and almost on the deflection does Benjamin come up with that catch. Later in the fourth quarter, McCown going to get sacked, and he's going to fumble the ball, and Tampa Bay would take advantage of that one. They would score a touchdown, and later on, McCown's going to take off here. One bright spot in this game, he takes off and runs for a first down, but we just couldn't get the offense going in this game. We lose 44-3, and that is my one worry as we cut some more players. Rodney Smith at wide receiver, and you'll see the rest here. That's my one worry with these all Madden sliders, is the score somewhat tends to get out of hand, and we'll have to deal with that and see what changes I can make. I'm making changes from week to week on how I see fit in these sliders. So if you have any other suggestions on sliders that I should use, let me know down below, because I'm looking for something that would be good between seeing realistic and seeing the computer's offense being able to score, because I'm not seeing that between all pro and all Madden. It's one or the other. Hopefully our defense will get better, though, as we get into this last preseason game here on the road in Chicago on a rainy night. And you're wondering why Jay Cutler's not in there. Well, he's injured, so it's Jimmy Clausen, and he started this game on fire, hitting Martellus Bennett there for the first down. And later on, he's going to find Eddie Royal down to the 30 for another first down. So far, 3 for 3 on the day is Clausen. And this doesn't seem very realistic to me, but he's going to hit Alshon Jeffrey, 5 for 5 now on the day. Now inside the 20, he's going to dump it off to Matt Forte. Forte will find his way to the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. And on 1st and goal, Clausen going to find Marquez Wilson for the touchdown. He finishes that drive 7 for 7 with a touchdown. Manziel in here in the first quarter, late in the first quarter. He's going to fire this one up, and it's caught by Dwayne Bowe for a first down. And Manziel's doing pretty good, 4 for 5. Second down now at the 30, and his pass off the mark, intended for Gary Barnage. 3rd and 6, and first going to be caught by Andrew Hawkins, who's going to take it to the house for the touchdown. And this game is all tied up at 7. Second quarter, David Fales is going to find a wide open Wilson for the touchdown, his second of the day. And I think in future seasons in this series, I'm just going to maybe stream the preseason and not do an episode where I combine all this, as we got a tip pass intercepted. Not really liking that in Madden 16. Getting a little frustrated because Jimmy Clausen probably shouldn't be as good as he is here, though he's going to throw this pick to Justin Gilbert. Actually, that's David Fales, so maybe it is realistic. I don't know. But in the future, maybe I'll probably just stream these preseason games instead of playing them all and editing them down, because they really don't mean that much. They do mean a little as far as getting a look at players, but it's really time-consuming, and it holds back the series as getting deeper in there. Here as we get to the second quarter, And the Chicago Bears are close to scoring here. So if you don't really care about seeing these preseason games, let me know down below in the comment section. We have Terrence West here in the second, is going to tie it up with a touchdown. And that's going to make it 14-all here in Chicago. But let me know down below. It goes 20-14 at halftime. Let me know down below if you care about seeing these preseason games, if you would just like to see them streamed or not at all. Second quarter, the Bears get a nice run here by Kadeem Carey. And Carey inside the 20. Later on at the 1, they're going to give it to Jaquez Rogers, and he will cap that drive off with a touchdown. That's going to make it 28-14 after the 2-point conversion. A little dump off here to Terrence West is going to pick up a first down here in the third quarter. And maybe Cleveland can answer back here. Play action from McCown, going to find Melee inside the 15, down to the 11. That's the end of the third. We move to the fourth, and McCown on 3rd and 10 will find Hartline, but he's short of the marker. 4th and 1, and the Browns are going to go for it here. Handoff to West, and he is stuffed behind the line. They will not pick up the first down. Chicago, well, David Fales is going to dump it off here to Forte, who's going to break a tackle. And he's down the sideline. Could he score? He's inside the 20, inside the 10. Taken down at the 5. And eventually that would lead to 3rd and 10 here, 3rd and goal. And Bennett could not make it to the end zone. They add a field goal there, and they would open this one up. They take it 45-14. And we will make our final cuts here. 6 to go, and running back Glenn Winston, you're gone. Travis Benjamin, wide receiver, he dropped 3 passes at least in that final preseason game, so you're gone. Tight end Randall Telfair, you're gone as well. Defensive tackle Phil Taylor, you're gone. You're going to save us $5.47 million. And I tried to trade Rob Hausler, but no one wanted him, so we're going to release you. You're gone. And strong safety Johnson, not even going to try your last name. You're gone as well. So our final cuts are made. The preseason is over. We finished 2-2. So coming up in the next episode, Week 1, the Cleveland Browns starting quarterback Johnny Manziel. Oh, and your starting running back Isaiah Crowell will take on the New York Jets. I want to hear your feedback down below in the comments section about this team. What should we do different? What should we do about the sliders? Anything you want to leave that down below. Hit that like button if you like this video. Hit that subscribe button if you're new and are excited for this new Madden 16 Cleveland Browns franchise. And as always, you can follow me over on Twitter at MaddenBallerz. And we'll catch you guys in the next episode.